Before we get into the main topic of this video, I want to show you guys something real quick. So this chick right here went viral talking about, she was dating a guy, a Caucasian man, saying she dating outside her race. And she said never again that she would do it because, the guy that she was dating called her the N-word with the E-R. Let's take a look.
So I dated outside of my race for the first time in a very long time. And he said the N-word, not just any N-word, but E-R hard. So I will be going back to regularly scheduled programs.
Now I get the vibe that probably, she probably thought the white man's ice is colder, as I call it. But, she probably got her wake-up call and now she's on this black everything, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because most of these chicks, most of these quote-unquote black women that date Caucasian men or be with Caucasian men and commit to them, and these Caucasian men be saying racist stuff about brothers, they don't check them. So I'm gonna give her E for effort for doing that. She probably checked them. And she was like, I'm not with this. I'm not with this, this racial play here. Mostly, because a lot of, quote unquote black people when they date outside their race and they get with Caucasian males and females, they think they can have the pass to say the N-word, the G-A. I don't even like that word. I don't even say that word and I want the black community to stop referring each other as that. Yeah, a lot of these Caucasians think they can get a pass of saying it because they with a black person, and that's just not the case. But a lot of brothers who commented on this Twitter post, they told her to stay where you at. You stay right over there, fake ass Zendaya. And this guy said, and she will be welcomed back because 98% of black men lack discipline, morals, and intelligence. Most are raised by bitches, so they think and act like them. They allow disrespect. They allow themselves, they allow emotions to dictate their behaviors. They allow women to shit on them due to lust. Most are emasculated, and that's part true. Because there's a lot of quote unquote black men, that they don't have no backbone. That's at her date. Entry declined. Sorry, babes. Oh man. Someone says, but she's white already. Doesn't even talk like a black. Stay dating outside your race. We good over here. You're not welcome here. So a lot of brothers ain't going. A lot of brothers ain't going. I got a question to present to y'all. Well, you supposed to do background checks on people, especially, the women that you are dating. Now, if you found out that, in her dating history, she only probably dated mostly dated Caucasian men, is that a deal breaker for you? Is that a red flag to you? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Game over.
MasterBoris is back with a new video. What's good in the hood? Chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on them combos. Today we got another reaction video. Dating right, shout outs to you. Title of this video is This New DNA Test Law Has Women Nervous Big Time. Oh, okay, alright. We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna react to this together. So let's just get right into it.
Breaking news, guys. From January 2026, DNA will be a mandatory before childbirth discharge from hospital.
Oh, shit!
Wow! Women, are you ready for this? So DNA will be required prior to hospital discharge. This is starting from January 1st, 2026. Now, what do you think? Women, are you ready for this?
So I see that TikTok is up.
So this is my first time hearing about this. So all across the board, nationwide, is going to be mandatory DNA tests. I mean, y'all. I mean, I agree with this. I'm for it. And, you know, women, y'all shouldn't even have a problem about this. If there's something, if there ain't nothing to hide, you know, or you messing with other men and getting pregnant by other men of besides the guy you were supposed to be in a relationship with or you supposed to be married with. I mean, there shouldn't be nothing to worry about, right? You know? But yeah, let's ride out.
Or because government officials are trying to make a law that states all couples that have a baby must get a mandatory DNA test at the birthing of the baby. And a lot of women are saying that this is very unjust, that they don't believe in this, it's against women's rights, and you should just trust them. And I'm here to say, you bitches scared me.
That means you're guilty. That means you're guilty. There's something you're hiding. There's a lot of dudes out here unknowingly walking around on this planet Earth thinking that the children that they have is theirs, and it's really not. Biologically, it's not. The women that you are with is playing you for a fool and been messing with other men, dual mating, or more than dual mating, or triple mating, getting pregnant by other men while they're in a relationship. It's a crazy world. But yeah, let's ride out.
Now don't do these bitches. What do you mean we are doing too much? Because I want to know if that baby came out of my balls. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about this new law they finna start or they finna pass where it's required for you to get a DNA test right after your child is born. And I done seen people having a fit about it, like, oh, they don't need to do that, or oh, they do. They do. Because it's sad that females try to trap a dude into bothering their child knowing that's not the child's father, or not knowing in particular who the child's father is. Now y'all mad because these folks finna get on y'all heads because these babies not theirs. They not finna have to pay a whole bunch of money because it's finna be required. I very much think that it is necessary for this law to be passed. It's gonna stop so much problems.
Starting in 2026, it is now mandatory for you to get a DNA test before you take your baby home and before the dad sign that birth certificate. And honestly, I am here for that. I am here for it because a lot of y'all women don't even be knowing who y'all baby daddy is. Y'all be putting a baby on a man that wasn't even the daddy, and y'all be knowing they ain't the daddy, and don't say nothing till years later until the daddy find out. Y'all be having intercourse with different men, get pregnant, don't know who the baby daddy is, but you pick your favorite one and the one who actually gonna take care of the child to be the dad. And now you cannot leave the...
We got a woman that is not guilty. She says it's all for it. She's all for it. See? Not all women the same. But yeah, let's ride out.
Hospital and take that baby home or sign a birth certificate until that DNA test come back and it confirm that that's their dad. If it's not their dad, he cannot sign that birth certificate. If both parties say they don't want a DNA test, then they have to sign a contract saying, oh, I offered a DNA test, but they don't want to take it. If one person say they want it, they have to take the DNA test. If both parties say they want the DNA test, then yes, the DNA test is mandatory to be taken before you can even walk about the hospital and take that baby with you. So, yeah, y'all better start knowing who these baby daddies is. Y'all better stop messing around with all these different men and getting knocked up and don't know who your baby daddy is. You can't put no baby on no DNA.
My bad for stopping the video. I'm trying to read this real quick. That said, DNA test allegedly revealed that Nigerian football Kayode Olarinwaju is not the biological father of his 3 children with his wife. Now he has deleted all pictures of his wife and children on Instagram. See? And she probably one of the women that probably have a problem with this mandatory DNA test because they foul. They foul. They are unjust. This law is not unjust. They are. But yeah, let's ride out.
Put no baby on that man and you know that ain't the daddy the whole time because the DNA test don't come back. He's not the father. And then y'all gonna have to figure whatever out in the damn hospital because he gonna leave you with that baby and it's just gonna be is what it is. And you knew that when the baby daddy the whole time. I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad they passed and this 2026 need to hurt fuck up. Because yeah, it's mandatory now for that man to sign that birth certificate and for y'all to be able to take that baby home.
Guys, it looks like we finally going to get this law passed that requires DNA tests mandatory at birth before the father can sign on to a birth certificate. Finally, women won't be able to lie about who a child's father is. I think this is a real big deal and going to be more groundbreaking than we think.
1/3 of all paternity tests already currently come back with the person who they thought would be the father is coming out as not the father. So that's just
why shouldn't DNA tests be mandated at
depending
birth?
on the age range, men and women are cheating at the same rates. And then when you factor in that a heavy percentage of men are not even having sex at all, we're in a sexually liberated or libertine environment where the opportunity, or really the optionality, of giving women the benefit of the doubt in the West. We have too much data now to just assume that women
benefit of the doubt where? Because I surely ain't giving them no benefit
listen
of the
well,
doubt.
respond well. All women will just handle it in the greatest way. No, even just having conversations about the idea of it, in panel conversations like this, it can kind of go left.
I don't think women understand the severity of telling a man that a child is his and is not until a nigga is lying to them. They need to make DNA tests mandatory. Because I'm so sick of seeing stories about bitches tricking niggas into thinking that kids is theirs when it's in fact not. Ooh, if that ain't some of the most scandalous shit I've ever heard. Well, I thought, bitch, you should have been sure. You freaking 2 different niggas in the ovulation week? Ew. Have some decorum, you hussy.
DNA tests should be mandatory at birth, and the reason why I believe this is because you know who the mother is when the child is born. There's no speculation. No one can deny who the mother of a child is, right? So I would think that it would be fair to give men the same kind of security, the same kind of automatic knowledge of knowing, just knowing the same thing, that this is their child. There are many stories where men are in relationships and they raise children that ultimately end up not being biologically theirs. And that is very hurtful.
When a child is born, I feel like a DNA test should be mandatory. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I done seen so many young men and older men get on here talking about how they found out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the line that a child was not theirs. And as females, y'all have to learn how to take accountability and responsibility. If you know there's a possibility that the man is not the child's father, a DNA test will nip that in the bud from day one when the baby get here. But to see these men get on this app in tears and they're hurting because they done built bond with these kids, and y'all know that it was a possibility that they was not the father, and y'all let them think and go on all this time with the thought of knowing that they was that kid's father, and you didn't say nothing. At some point, as a woman, you need to put on your big girl panties and get a DNA test done. That's why I just feel like it should be mandatory for a DNA test to be conducted at a child's birth, so there's no confusion, there's no nothing.
Did y'all see that they are about to start enforcing that you get a DNA test before you take your baby home and before that the man signed the birth certificate? Yes, y'all. They are about to start enforcing that in 5 states first. I don't remember which 5 states it was. Yes, so you hoes that don't be knowing who y'all baby daddy is and still making that nigga sign that birth certificate and 5 years later.
Okay, because I understand when men get mad, they'll be quick to be like, that ain't my baby, da 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 da. But for child, if a DNA test is in place, he can't say that. You know what I mean? And the same for females. Okay, y'all be sleeping with more than one man. When y'all ovulating, y'all get pregnant, and y'all choose the man with the most money, the highest bidder.
She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. These women simply lie to pick the best suitor to be a father. And the sad part is that, do you know how many men out here are raising kids thinking they're their kids and they are not? And these men never even thought of having a DNA test done. They just overlooked it and trusted the woman, thinking she would never do anything like that, when there was a chance that she did lie to him and told him that was her child, knowing that it wasn't.
Mandatory DNA testing before signing a birth certificate.
You're mother right.
Yeah.
Put that on God record, bitch. Because my thing is, it could save so many families, children, and BDs a whole heap of heartache.
Yep.
Because it makes no sense, and it is also not medically sound to just leave it in the hands of the good Lord on who the real baby daddy is. No, baby, we need it in blood. Huh?
Yep.
Go on, give me your blood. Go on, give me your saliva. Swab that and let us know real motherfucking quick. Because if you've been fucking who you say you've been fucking and you fucking him only, it should be no motherfucking problem.
It shouldn't be no problem.
Oh my, she is loud, but at least she's not wrong.
Because anytime I had a kid, baby, nobody ever asked me for a DNA test, but if they did, here's the baby.
Okay.
Here's the baby.
Take it.
Go. Because there ain't no shame in my motherfucking game. If I don't went to the point where I'm putting myself in the position to possibly get pregnant by a man, it's because I'm him and only him, and we've been in a locked in monogamous.
Off the gas.
I got it. Okay. Monogamous relationship. Yep. Baby, I'm not over here just getting knocked up by Tom, Dick, and Jerry.
Okay. Because I feel like if you got to sign up for 18 years, you need a goddamn receipt.
Okay. Because you know if you sign that birth certificate and that ain't your baby, you still got to ante up.
You're still fucking liable. So there was.
And who are these women that's getting upset about this new DNA test law that's coming up?
The guilty ones. I just told you.
Asking her for a DNA test are the women who got something to hide. What type of woman would get offended at this law?
The ladies are saying that it's unjust, that they should believe them, that a man that's having a kid with them shouldn't ask that. And I'm trying to think, with common sense, if you and that person is locked in, why is it you wouldn't want to give him a test? Why is it that you're scared to do that?
You know that that's your kid. I will never give you a DNA test. That's not going to happen. Because I know, of course not.
But if he's asking for it,
I will not go. I did my research. I will never, ever give him a DNA test. You will need to take me to court.
If it was up to me, I would require DNA tests to be performed at the time of birth.
No. I don't know why you, because it's calling my wife to do that. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I feel like DNA testing at birth, to me, is like, no matter how you spin it, no matter how you try to dress it up, you are telling your wife, I think you've been cheating on me.
The day my husband come home and ask me for
a
test for my 3 kids,
so what?
We have 3 kids. I am filing for divorce the second day because bottom line is, no, I'm not guilty.
You're guilty. Where from
absolutely
5 to 30% of the general population, men are raising and paying for children that are not theirs and don't know. According to the American Association of Blood Banks, between 25 and 30% of the males who are accused of being the father, they take a paternity test and find out they did not do it.
I think that the United States making DNA testing mandatory is stupid.
And by the way, guys, did you all hear about the Deshaun flood situation? You need to collect yourself before you hear about this and what he experienced.
Imagine being married to your wife and you have 3 kids with her, and then you find out that one of the kids is not yours. That means that your wife cheated on you. Crazy. How about if you found out that 2 of the kids that you thought were yours are not? Your blood is probably boiling at this point. Well, guess what? In Deshaun Flood's case, this man found out that all 3 of the kids were not his. And to make things even worse, not only was this woman cheating on this man, she was cheating on him with his relatives. So the kids belong to his relatives. After getting this information, Deshaun decides to go down to his wife's job and confront her about it. She sees him coming and runs inside of one of her co-workers' car. That didn't stop Deshaun from shooting her multiple times. And when she tried to run while shot, Deshaun chased her down and pistol whipped her. After hearing the gunshot, some of the co-workers called the cops. The cops came, arrested Deshaun, and the wife made it to the hospital where she survived. There are some people on the internet that are saying it's a valid crash out because not only was she cheating on him, she was cheating on this man with his relatives. And others are saying that they believe that he took it too far.
So picture this. Your wife, uncle, cousin, and another uncle is the father of your kids. What the fuck is going on in this world?
Bro, in other countries, you would get stoned to death for stuff like this, bro. Man, Deshaun Hood, bro. Man, I feel sorry for that man, He really had a mental breakdown. He crashed out because he believed the children that he was raising was his, and it was his relatives, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. See, And I will see, you know, a lot of these women are probably mad that this mandatory DNA test is going to come to fruition. Because they can't lie no more. They can't trick men into thinking, hey, this is your baby, and it clearly is not. But yeah, let's ride out, man. That's very unfortunate.
I've even seen reports of people saying that potentially each baby belongs to a different man in his family. Bro, I'm surprised he didn't do more than what he did. And thank God that lady's still alive, because I don't wish death on nobody. But at the same time, man, you asked for everything you got. You asked for everything you got. You literally destroyed this man's life. You made this man be a father knowing dang well you was out there creeping and cheating with another man, and forced this man to I don't know if he got married before the kids or after, but it really don't matter. Because I'm pretty sure if you had told him after the first baby wasn't his, he'd have been gone, and you knew that. And so you kept having babies with another man. Come on, bro. That's why they don't want DNA tests mandatory. And I know not all women cheat, not all men cheat, but man, there's some sneaky people out here, man. And come on, bro. They need to release bro. I'm sorry. Release him. I'm sorry. I don't say free nobody, but free Deshaun Hood. Free him. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, that should fall under some type of crime of passion or something, and I don't agree with the violence part. He should have just got the hell away.
Let's call it the Deshaun Flood Act.
He found out that and just left it alone, because now his life is totally ruined.
Breaking news, guys, you will now be forced to take a DNA test after your baby is born now, because a lot of confusion has been going on during the years. So now they are making it to you have to take a DNA test as soon as the baby is born with the dude that you claim to be the dad. The dad cannot sign that birth certificate until the DNA results come back that the child is his. I feel like this is a very good thing nowadays, because sometimes the mom might be confused, don't know who the baby daddy is, and point it
Confused is crazy way to describe that.
to the person that she thinks the baby daddy is for some reason, and it's not fair to the dad that's not the baby daddy, to still be taking care of a baby that's not his. So lawfully, I feel like this is a very great decision. I don't feel like anybody should be mad about this decision. Your baby needs to get that mouth swabbed, and that man do too. He needs to make sure that baby is his before he be signing any type of papers. Don't be mad at me, be mad at the source. So yeah, that's how. And another thing is, if you have a man that you claim the dad is, and it's not the dad, he can sue you now.
Imagine spending 9 months of your life sitting side by side with a woman preparing for the birth of your child, only to find out when that child's born that it's not biologically yours. Well, we could put a stop to that. There's a way at 7 weeks to do a non-invasive paternity test. The test works taking a simple blood draw from the mother and a swab test from the father. It looks at the fetal DNA fragments that exist in a mother's blood by 7 weeks, and then they compare it to the father's DNA from the swab. Studies show that it's 99.9% reliable once the fetal DNA is available in the mother's bloodstream. A meta-analysis found sensitivity around 99.8% and specificity around 99.7%. That's about as close to certain as science is going to get. If these tests are accurate and safe, and we could find out at 7 weeks, why are we not doing it? The 7-week test could protect men from false paternity claims, keep them from financially and emotionally investing further in a child that isn't his, and also give the mother time to inform the actual father before she roped in some non-biological father to spending the rest of his life paying for her child.
I had no idea they can do a DNA test at 7 weeks. That's something guys definitely need to look into.
DNA test be mandatory.
Abso-frickin-lutely. I think they should be doing a DNA test on every child born. Moms are not gonna like that idea because, you know, of the DNAs that are run, about 30% of them we find out that dad's not the dad. So women are cheating and they don't want dad to find out because he's the one that's got the better paying job, but the guy with the better bedroom performance is the actual dad. I think it's something that we should just make an automatic. Probably not going to happen anytime soon is my guess, because there's a lot of money involved on the child support side to keep things as they are.
This is long overdue, especially when a woman can go have a abortion without the father's consent. It's only fair that a man should be able to get a paternity test without the mother's consent. The father deserves to know if that baby is truly his, and that baby deserves to know who their father is. And the funny part is, we love to say these women don't know what be going on, but sometimes the family members be knowing what's going on. The mom or her girlfriends, they definitely know that's not your baby, and nobody's gonna tell that man that that's not his baby. I'm not blaming the woman's friends or family. I'm just saying that they be knowing that that baby is not yours too. All of this should be seen as paternity fraud. They also need to make this a criminal offense for women to do this, especially after they find out that that's not the father and that woman knew. Why can't a man press charges against a woman? That's straight up paternity fraud. I don't think it should just be, unmarried couples. Married couples need to be getting DNA tests at birth too.
See, what I do here on this channel is spread awareness of certain things, give y'all entertainment, and bring up serious conversations. Hey, if you like this video, hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. What's going on here in the video that we reacted to. Subscribe to the channel. I do a variety of videos here, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.